Hello, 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 everybody. This is Dave Stevens coming to you from Radio Row at the Super Bowl, Tampa Bay, and this is going to be my favorite interview, probably of the year, because normally we get together at the Super Bowl, and I might as well just bring him in. This man is a pitchman, an actor, producer, writer, director. He's done so many things in his life, so I don't even know how you want to be noted for it, JB. What's your favorite way to describe you, my brother?
You know what I like? I like cartoon characters. So I would love to be referred to as Huckleberry Hound today.
I appreciate that. Now
I
you've
love
been
Huckleberry Hound. You know what Huckleberry Hound is, right?
yeah, well that's old school like Jetsons
Old
type
school.
cartoons. So
Huckleberry Hound, Jabberjaw. Remember
Quick
Jabberjaw?
Draw McGraw,
But you can also call me
Pest,
you also
exit
call,
stage left.
even. You can also call me Hong Kong Fooey. I love Hong Kong Fooey.
By the legendary Scatman Crothers.
Legendary. See, that's another thing. I like the word legendary in front of my name. So I'm moving towards that stage of my life where I would love to anchor myself in to maybe dropping the word legendary before my name, or this man needs no introduction. That's kind of long, but I like it.
All right. Well, we're just gonna
People
have
love
some
that,
fun. We're just gonna have some fun. We're going old school. What I'd like to do is, for people that don't know why JB Smoove and I have connected, let me give you a little blast down memory lane from a couple of our Super Bowl appearances. This guy gets me to break dance, do push-ups. We do interviews on our stomachs, unlike anybody else. Enjoy. Just enjoy this.
Don't you do? There's very few things that I do not do. I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of things. I'm sure you see me on Curb Your Enthusiasm and commercials. I do it all, man. Children's charities.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, and this is probably your first interview down on the ground on your butt and stuff like
First
that.
time.
Some good memories we've had, man. It's like you get me to come out of my shell. I'm already a whack job, and for us to draw attention when people look and they see a black man and a legless man laying on the ground goofing around and doing stuff, I don't know. It's one of those Super Bowl magical things that happens. But I appreciate you being here. And what are your thoughts about this legless dude you've been around?
You are absolutely incredible. I call you my Vince Carter. You are my Vince Carter. Vince Carter was known as half man, half amazing, and you are
Hey.
full. You're full man, but you balance between amazing and being a great overall human being, man.
Well,
That's a detriment to everything that you do.
I can get airtime. I can get airtime like Vince Carter, but
I bet you can.
I'm going to bring in a special guest. This was not prepared, but we're going to have fun anyway. David Koechner, do I see you? I got my buddy David Koechner here. How cool is that?
Hey, what up, DK? What up, fool?
You're accidentally on with JB Smoove. So we got two of the legendary comedians that are here.
I couldn't be happier.
Dave.
Yeah.
Two gentlemen who know how to wear a damn hat. Don't forget that now. What up, Dave?
That's right.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, bro. You look safe and healthy, man. I'm happy to see you.
Right on, you too.
Well,
are you in Florida or are you in LA?
I'm in LA, man.
Okay.
I'm missing all the snow in New York, though. Where you at, man?
I'm in LA. Oh, I realize I got my screen on here.
it's good. You're good. We see you.
I know, but I don't have anything to put on it, so I'm going to take this up. We're in the office now, gang.
All right. And speaking of the office, David Koechner is a guy that's been everywhere. He's been on American Dad. He's been in a couple of hit movies, Anchorman 1 and 2, legendary roles on The Office, The Goldbergs. He continues to do so many amazing things, and he just happens to also be a friend of mine. So David and I haven't met in a while because obviously COVID has changed things. And so David, thanks for being a part of this. I didn't expect to have two, but this is ridiculously cool. And I know I want to get some out of the way quickly because you got something cool you're working on. It's called HeyGoodMeeting.com. And I looked at it. You've got some great people, some great writers, comedians, one of your former actresses from The Office. And tell us a little bit about that. It seems like it's a great concept, almost cameo-ish, but with some really heavy hitters.
Well, via Cameo, I realized how much Zoom fatigue that businesses are going through. So everyone is just sick of having to do one more Zoom meeting. So I had dipped into a couple Zoom meetings on request, and so I decided to build a business around that. So now I've got my business called Hey Good Meeting, where myself or a slate of professional comics can dip into your meeting, and we'll customize a meeting for your business, be it 10 minutes, 15, 20, or half an hour. Hell, we'll do longer if you need it. But this is customized comedy. It's just not a cameo. It's a full show if you need it. But we're here to relieve Zoom fatigue and to build morale. JB, I'll have to get you on our roster.
Oh, Dave,
Hey,
definitely, man. It sounds amazing, man. We, in so many words, me and Dave were kind of, the world has changed so much, man, that, I'm just hoping that, you know, amongst all the amazing ideas and the things that have been generated from the situation that we're all in right now, it's great that you found an amazing lane to also contribute to the growth of the industry and all this kind of stuff. But what you're doing is absolutely amazing, man. And as much as things are changing, I was just talking to somebody about. I'm hoping that some of the things that we love about life will still be around, but the expansion of things that are possible is beautiful because we don't know how long we're going to be in a situation, and it's best to have things at our disposal that we can continue to communicate with each other and do amazing things like you're doing, Dave. It's really amazing.
Right on. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Dave.
absolutely.
So are you down in Tampa right now?
yeah, I'm like one of the only ones. I can
I
show you
know. I
guys.
see that. So is this radio? Well, what? It's
That's
Wednesday.
Radio Row.
So
And
Wow.
I,
really,
I was
By Wednesday, it's almost at its peak, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I did a promo with you the other day, and when I was talking about it, and I showed, when your son met Patrick Mahomes, and I was right there, and then you had a couple other actors that come up, and it's just like, that moment was great because I know you're a huge Chiefs fan, and don't hold that against him, JB, but he's a big
Ah,
Chiefs fan, and here we go again, right?
Right on, baby. Are
well, you
you
know
a
what
Bucks
though?
fan, JB? Who's your team?
You know what? I'm a suffering Jet fan right now.
Oh,
I'm a suffering Jet fan, and I've also, I'm from the South, so I grew up a big Archie Manning fan, and I used to love the Saints growing up, but I'm a New Yorker, man, so I gotta ride with those Jets, man. I gotta wait around
ooh,
until things get better. If things
that's
get
tough.
better, I won't be a fair weather fan. I'm gonna be a limit fan who's been waiting around for things to change, and hopefully we will get there, and I know we will at some point. But I'm a Jet
Yeah,
fan, man. So
that's good. God bless you, man. I noticed. Look, between the fourth Super Bowl, which the Chiefs won, it took us 50 years to get back.
yes, yes,
But then
man.
it took then it took less than a year to get back again. So
But look, here's a good thing. You guys got an amazing nucleus that you guys, this game should be the beginning of a franchise that's going to be back on its feet and can repeat a few times, and it also could be the ending of Brady. You know what I mean? He may,
yeah,
who knows, depending on how well they do or how well they don't do, it could be retirement time soon. And one guy could be starting and one guy could be ending. This is a big game, man, for you guys. So, and I was at the game last year, man. Let me tell you something. I told everybody last year, I said, this game is not over. This kid has got what it takes. He's stress free, and these guys might win this game. And lo and behold, that 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 last 5 minutes of that game was incredible, and I was in the
yeah,
stands going crazy. And I just find building a team and getting to this point back to the big game is hard. Number one, and you guys made it 2 years in a row, man. And this is his beginning possibly a career like Tom Brady ish. So
Yep, that's what people say, and it's pretty obvious and clear,
got a
especially this
great young
early, like
quarterback, man.
like like so quickly in his career, he got such notice and respect from all the old timers too. Like everyone knows what we're seeing. It's not like some of these guys, God bless them, they've had a good season or two, and then that's the end of it. So, but I think you're right. I think we see a lot of longevity here.
Well, it's going to be a great game either way. The NFL won. You couldn't fix a season to make it happen like this. So it's really pretty awesome. And I know Rob Riggle will be pretty happy with the outcome if the Chiefs wins. Your old buddy there, David. And for you, JB, you guys continue to work and do things during this. I know, David, you've got a movie coming up. If you just want to pitch it real quick, I know you've been pitching it for weeks.
There's a movie called The Right One coming out Friday on demand, and then it's going to be in a few select theaters. The Right One starring Nick Thune, Cleopatra Coleman, and Eliza Schlesinger. And she kills it. I've not seen her in a movie before. JB, you know Eliza probably. There he's gone. But she knocked it out of the park. Nick Thune's a buddy of mine, so it was a smaller part. But as a favor, he asked me to do the movie, so I said, sure, why not? And so, yeah, that drops this weekend, this Friday.
David, you've done so much while we wait for JB to get back. I mean, so many iconic roles. Every night I turn you on, either on American Dad or The Goldbergs or The Office. I mean, what does that mean for you? I know you've worked so hard to be your individual self, and yet you're the most recognizable face that maybe people don't know your name, but they're like, oh, that's that guy, that's that guy, that's that guy.
I'll be that guy until I die. That's fine with me, baby. I'm very fortunate, David, like you said. My career continues to flourish. I'm thriving. I'm having a great time. And like that, I'm just one of those guys that will keep working until the end because I love to work. And if you looked at my resume, I'm sure you have, I don't turn anything down.
No. You'll even sit in the lap of a dude in a wheelchair at ESPN if you remember the first time we met as the Whammer, I guess, right?
We were at the shop there. I was doing some bit. I came on Dan Patrick, I think.
Yeah.
As Champ Kind.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what? I was in the studio for all morning doing a bunch of different shows there and was it Hartford?
Yeah. There we go. So there's JB. JB's back, and we also have to talk about JB's career. He's been on Curb Your Enthusiasm for a long time. I think you guys just wrapped up filming another season, JB. Is that what we got to look forward to? I don't know if JB's hearing us. He may have logged off and
Can't
on.
even hear what's going on.
Do we have you, JB? Are you back? JB? Oh, I don't know what he did.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me, or we can't hear JB?
I'm hearing you, JB.
Maybe mine is turned up. I can't hear him.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Is this? I'll click him out. Click him in. Can you hear me, JB? David, you have me?
I can hear you, David.
Okay. JB, you got us? No, he's going to log out and come back on. So while I still have you, David, this new endeavor that you have going, this Hey Good Meeting, I watched the commercials and stuff like that. What's been the feedback on that? What have you heard of that? Is it you can create the skits or what?
Oh yeah. So what we do is we do customized comedy for business meetings, whether it's a first quarter sales kickoff, whether you're doing a seminar, whether you're doing a sales conference, whatever it is. We can custom tailor a Zoom call to whatever your business needs are.
And you go G. Do you go G through PG and X, or do you have to watch
X,
the language?
David, no X. No, we don't. There's standards. There's corporate standards.
Right. No, I'm just.
We don't. It's not like I come in out of nowhere. We do have opportunities for just a pop in. Like, we have one thing where you can maybe just interview the world's worst paper salesman. I think we all know who we're talking about.
Todd Packer, yeah.
Yes. So that's one offering we have. But that's your simplest low line bet. But we'll customize the comedy for everybody. So if we're doing a custom show, then that's going to be preparation, and we meet with the client beforehand with the writers and develop a show for them. So if they want a show that's pure P or PG, then we can do whatever their specs are.
That's awesome. JB, you have us back, right?
Yeah, I had you back, man.
Okay.
That sounds absolutely amazing, Dave. I love that, man.
And
Amazing platform.
JB, if you go with him, I get a cut of your, if you sign him, right? Since I hooked this all up, right? I get my 10% that the agents get. But
I think I'm gonna have to go on there don't even go on there as JB Smoove. Maybe I'll come under my my pseudo name. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come under my my government name or something like that. Do something
well, two legendary comic geniuses have joined me. And JB, we lost you, but we were talking about you just wrapped up another season of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I know you can't give details, but how did that go during COVID?
You know what? We are not even halfway through it, man.
Oh.
We started shooting some stuff, and then we are but like everybody else, we are under COVID protocols and different keep everybody safe and that kind of stuff. So here in LA, they've been opening and closing things, and some of the restaurants that we are familiar with, they've been closing. They built patios, outdoor seating. Then they took that away. It's like back and forth stuff. So right now we're just trying to stay safe, man. And it's been a thrill to be back on set with the whole crew, and it's been so fun, man. Even though we're wearing our mask and our our shields, and we're keeping the circles very small, and there's a lot of levels to it, and big thanks to everyone.
Oh, there he goes. Well, that's live TV. Now, for you, David, I've always wondered, how much leisure as an actor and a comedic actor that you've been given in like the Goldbergs, because I know you guys film so many of those things, just kind of off the cuff. And I'm wondering how much of that you get to be creative and just get to be David Koechner.
In television, there's less latitude. Now, JB's show is all improvised, so ours is completely different. The whole thing is written. And you don't have the freedom to just go and start going off script. Because remember, if you add a line of dialogue to your dialogue, then someone else loses one because it's timed down to the last second. That's the way television is. It's a writer's medium. So, you respect that. You're happy to get to work. If you have a pitch on a joke, then you can pitch it to the director. And typically there's one of the writers around, and they can approve it or not. But, you're going to try and make what is already there work in the first place.
I think we have JB again with our fun technical difficulties. Again, David Koechner, JB Smoove joining us, joining me in Tampa remotely. And again, I appreciate you guys being here. And JB, as we talked about David's new endeavor, and he, has never been a huge pitch man. He's been around, doing TV and stuff. I'd have to say you are a pitch man. You've been known to do all kinds of things. And, we've seen him recently with rent.com and the booze and everything. So right now, I just wanted to see if you could give a pitch out there to maybe get some more work. Do you need something? Do you need something?
I'm pretty good, man. And, I'm kind of cornered between, a bunch of different projects I'm working on right now. Some I can't talk about right now. But, here's the good thing. What has materialized the most in this COVID climate is I get a chance to try different things now. I'm throwing my hat in. I've always been a writer, always been a comedian, but since the road work has stopped, I'm sure Dave can attest to this. We can't go anywhere right now, so we I've been addressing things that I would love to have always done, which is producing now, which is throwing my name in the hat for directing. These are all things that I always wanted to do. Now you can get the projects that are in your head out of your head, and you can start doing some things, bringing some really good quality shows. In this climate, we got the ability now to do a lot more shows because people need shows right now. Of course, everybody binge watches their favorite shows, but we also need a crop of new shows to come up. Come on, man, Dave. I'm sure you guys are like me. You sit in front of Netflix and Hulu, and Amazon, and you're going through the movies, you've seen almost every damn thing. So we need some new shows. I've already went through so many shows and movies that we are at the end, the tail end of watching 2-star movies now. I'm down to 2-star movies.
I will say that it takes a lot for me to not watch a show on Netflix. Like if it's new, I'm going to try it out. You're exactly right. Anything new, I'm going to be drawn to.
Exactly. So this has given me a chance, and I'm doing a lot of, I'm sure a lot of people caught me on Harley Quinn, the animated series for Harley Quinn. I did that last season. I also did Woke with Lamorne Morris. So I've been lending my voice to a lot of animation lately, and I've always done animation, but in this client, and now where we are now, it's even easier to do it because we have the ability to do everything from home now. So we don't have to go to the studio as much, and that's been so. It's like we're in a stage of good news, bad news. Like good things are coming up out of the woodwork that we can keep busy and still provide a level of entertainment. But then a lot of things are going to go away and a lot of things are not going to come back in that form. So we got to take the good with the bad right now. And the main thing is that, work can always be created. Different avenues like Dave has been doing. Different avenues will be created. But also we're going to be losing a lot of different areas of our industry that we're going to have to make adjustments to make it work. So, but the main thing is that we keep people busy, we keep people safe, and outside of shooting curb and the animation stuff and all the lending our voices to charity events and things like that to keep people going, it's really been a blessing to see how strong we all are in this where we are now.
Absolutely.
We can be in this.
Absolutely. And, I feel kind of bad because, my speaking career got decimated and I had to reinvent myself. And I started this little internet show and got my friends and Jim Abbott and guys like you to do this stuff. And now I'm a professor at Quinnipiac University. We're going to be able to teach TV and radio and television to people with physical disabilities that you see or that you don't see. And, so I feel bad that good things have happened to me. But it also helped me reconnect with my kids. It helped me to get grounded again. And David, I'm wondering for you, was it nice to have that downtime with your big family and let you kind of recharge your batteries and your juices to be a writer, and do the magic that you do?
Yeah, I mean, looking back, you see that we're all forced to have this interaction that nobody thought they're going to have. And speaking of kids, that's the toughest part. That most of my kids are still in school, and it's just bottom line not fair to them. And I'm not going out against it. And it's necessary, but for this long of their lives to be out of touch with their classmates is very difficult. If you remember in school, you look forward to going to school as much as you might complain about it. The social aspect of it, as we all know, is so important. I've got a daughter that started freshman year this year, and she hasn't hung out with one of the new girls. It's crazy. So that's hard when you're not making, same with my other daughter is a freshman in college, not meeting new friends. It's crazy. But you're still paying full show. That's the nutty part.
Yeah. And that's so this is the new world we're in. Hopefully we're getting to a point, but thank God you guys are creative and continue to come up with projects and ideas. And and like I said, to be able to know you guys and to tap into your creativity. And you've been a mentor to me, JB, and David, you've given me advice about what jokes go too far and the things that I want to do. I want to do stand-up. I want to do sit-down stand-up, and I'd love to be able to do that and happily, share my stories and things in a comedic way. Because you guys know I make fun of myself. I try to always have that bear in the room, not be me, that elephant in the room or the bear that, because I always say, if you're going to stare at me, let me give you a show.
There
And
you go.
so, those are the kind of things that.
The best thing to do is to have a sense of humor about yourself, David. You've always had that, and it keeps you humble and keeps you present. I have to jump off here. I'm doing press all week for this other thing, but always a pleasure to see you, JB. What a great surprise. Great to see you. And you're talking about COVID. I just want to say this: I'm getting the shot. If I have a chance to get that shot, that's our best chance of ending this horrible virus. The more of us that get the shot, take the shot, get inoculated, we can put an end to it because we're all sick of staying at home. But God bless you
Absolutely.
both, guys. I
Thanks,
got to go.
David.
Dave, man,
Thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
you, man.
All right, baby. Take care, man. Have a great day,
Appreciate you, Dave.
everybody.
All right. Love you. All right. Okay, JB. So thank you for letting David hijack our interview here, and we'll let you go in a couple of minutes. But
Oh my God,
you
man, that's
know,
my dude. I
that was
love that
pretty
guy.
cool. That was
So,
really
so,
pretty
uh,
cool.
so,
So let me
so,
ask you. I wanted to ask you real quick as we get back. You know, that show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, is just such a gem, and sometimes you need to go back and rewatch it because of the things you get. But how much is scripted? How much is ad lib? Because it just seems like it's 2 hours of stuff that once you get going with him, it's hilarious.
it is definitely improvised. What we do is we get an outline of the storyline, and it's great because there is no dialogue in our outline. It's mostly story, and you find the most amazing gems uh, once you get it on its feet, which is it's a natural feel to a natural reaction for your character, and I wouldn't trade. You know, I've been on scripted shows. I've been in this show right here, unscripted, is absolutely um, the most genuine feeling. I get a high out of it, saying something for the first time, and and connecting with amazing actors, connecting with Larry, man. And I was a big fan of the show before I got on the show. So for me, it's a great, great. It's a sometimes you land somewhere, end up where you're supposed to be, and this has always been my format. Even on stage and stand up, I've always been an improviser. So to be a part of probably the number one improvised show ever, it's just, you know, it's that patience thing we talked about, you know, taking your journey and ending up where, you're supposed to be at. You end up somewhere where you're comfortable. Dave, you have been on an amazing journey. You end up in something that you control, that you are allowed to be you, and you're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to make light of things, even your disability. This is what being an actor and entertaining people. You have your audience. You have an amazing following of people who love what you do. You inspire people, and that's what we are. We were born to do this. Making people happy is, being nice to people and being happy and making people happy through your happiness. It doesn't cost you a thing, man. It don't cost you a dime. It's not gonna take your day up. It's not gonna take your time up. It's not gonna hurt anyone, man. And that's what I do it for. And and I'm just happy that I'm allowed. I've been blessed with being on different projects where um, I get with directors and producers who let me do me.
And
If you
that's
can,
great.
if you can, if you the one thing you know how to do is do you perfectly over and over again. You
I've
know.
been doing me all my life. I hope I don't get caught.
Yeah, you too fast, man. I see you. I see your dance moves. You too damn fast, man. You too fast for your own good sometimes.
Well, as we wrap it up, I just wanted to ask you a couple of. I mean, we've been serious, but
Yeah.
your lowest lows in your life. I mean, everything hasn't been roses. You had, you got late success in life as a comedic actor. You did good along the way, but you've exploded in the last few years. Spider-Man, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
When you were at your lowest low, did you know you were going to get out of it? Like, how did you overcome your lowest lows?
You know what? Patience has been my number one thing. I tell young people all the time who want to get into the business or whatever it is that they want to do. If you can be uh, stress free, if you can be don't step on toes, don't burn bridges. People forget about the intangibles. The intangibles is what keeps you busy. It keeps you working. It keeps people calling your phone. It's the intangibles. People, your talent is there, but in order to show your talent, you got to be there on time. You got to be
Well,
willing to stay longer than everybody else. You got to be able to listen to what the director wants. You got to be able to listen to what people are actually laughing at, what they love about you. All these things are intangibles that you will need not only in front of the camera, but in your life. You know, People got to know they can rely on you. You know what I mean? You are also a product of your environment. You're also a product of who you entertain, who's around you, who motivates you, who do you motivate? You know, who do you lend a helping hand to? Are you willing to listen to someone's story, someone else's story? So
Well,
there's so many things that you need to have at your disposal for your success and for you to get out of this journey that you're on, that people forget about. They forget about common courtesy. They can forget about, don't be a diva. You know, you know, there's so many little things that we I've definitely been through my bumps in the road, man. But every bump in the road makes you better, man. It makes you better. And I always say I learn just as much when I do bad on something as I do when I do good on something. I can't take for granted when I have an amazing show like I figured it all out. And I'm willing to learn constantly. I'm willing to learn constantly, Dave. I learn every day. I've been doing this 30 years, man. And I have not worked a regular job in 30 years. And I'm been blessed to be able to do what I love to do. This is work for me. It is work, but it's also something that I would do for free. If I had another stream of income, I would do this for free. You know why? Because I love doing it. What I get out of it is people laughing and people taking their stress away. You know, comedians, we have this thing where we have to be able to attach ourselves to what's going on in the world. It's our take on the world, a more, um, you know, a easier pill to swallow when we give you our take on the world. That way, you don't have to take the full brunt of the craziness that goes on in the world. It's our take on it. That way, that's why some people, what they love, Dave? Some people love watching the late night show recap the news as opposed to watching the actual news.
right.
Some of the actual news is too hard. People can't go to sleep. They're like, oh, they're too worried. But the late night guys go on, they'll have a little monologue, and it's like, oh, that was funny. His take on it was funny. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't feel so bad. I can go to sleep now. You know, you know. But this is what makes um, what we do amazing. We give far more than we receive, which is what another thing I've been working on is to give far more than I receive. You know, um, I lend my time to the Boys and Girls Club. I think I told you about my Boys and Girls Club, Humble Beginnings, man, where I get a
Absolutely.
chance
That's
to
so awesome.
support my Mount Vernon branch that I grew up in. Of course, Mount Vernon, New York is where Denzel's from, Dick Clark is from, Art Carney's from there. Of course, Diddy, Heavy D and the Boys, and Stephanie Mills. I can name 1,000 people who are from Mount Vernon, man. Um, Denzel's one of our biggest alumni from Mount Vernon in the Mount Vernon Boys and Girls Club, and a ton of basketball players, man. Rodney and Scooter McRae, the Williams brothers, Gus Williams and Ray Williams. So many amazing people from this small town. It's 4 square miles, man, and this is stuff that I want to be a part of. And I always say, man, we enjoy everything while we're here, but you also want great stories and great things to stay in motion when you're not here. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
Everything you create, you want them to keep going with it because
That's right.
you had a vision for it, so you would love for it to keep going, man. And like our friendship, man, we met at Media Day, and we have been friends ever since then, man. And we had a blast. You saw
And
the
I'm
video?
I'm a little peon. I'm literally a little peon. And you're a
The
superstar, and
honorable
it's like
peon.
that just says your character. You don't have an attitude, you don't have an ego. I've been around a lot of these celebrities that look at me and go, well, I don't have time for you, but
Man, look,
we talk, we
yeah,
text, we send each other funny things, and I just appreciate that. But I do want to pitch a show to HBO. I think you and I could come up with a reality show where I do things almost in a um, what's his face, Borat type way, So
oh,
you push me into a nail salon, and we see if I can get a 40% discount because I have 6 toes, or you bury me in the ocean, or we do all kinds of these things where we get the people. I think wouldn't that
hey
be a
man,
great? That'd be a great show. If TLC can have little people and Married in One Day and all those things, why can't we have 1.5 Men?
Why not? Why not, Dave? Dave, why not? Why the hell not, Dave? Hey, everything is unlimited. We are writing a new script on life right now. Everything's changed. Everything is open. Hey, the lane is wide open right now, man, for anything and everything, man. And the possibilities are endless for anybody out there. This is not an excuse where we are to wait around for things to change. It's also a great time to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has got to be reinvented. This is almost, I mean, some things, that happen in this world are sometimes it sets up so many amazing new blessings, man. So, as much as we are going through, we got to also stay creative, keep our heart, keep our motivation, man. And, it's going to be so many good things that are coming out of where we are, and that's what we got to do. We got to take the good with the bad, and we got to continue to create, continue to make light of things, and turn up the creativity on things that we see, how we see things, how can we also change things. Sometimes people need a smack in the face, man. And I think, these things that we have to go through right now, maybe our wake up call, man, into taking care of ourselves, taking better care of the world. And, this world, people forget that this earth, this world is a living, breathing thing. It really is a living, breathing thing for it to sustain people, so it's to sustain trees and air and water and all the things that we need to survive. I tell people all the time, man, this world can choose to stop rotating at some point. Can you imagine this world just stop turning? You either gonna freeze.
We'd all be upside down.
Hey,
We'd be holding on to chairs upside down.
Hey,
Oh!
Hey man. Hey,
Well, JB, hey, us
we
old guys got to stick together,
man. Man,
So,
Dave, what you do, what we do, people should hang out with us one day and see how we do, how we have fun, how we laugh, how we joke, man. But at the same time, how we remain conscious to how we can make things better for everybody.
absolutely, my brother. Well, hey, I know you bumped me for Conan earlier today. When is that airing? I don't mind. I got bumped for Conan O'Brien.
I knocked that out. I knocked what I had to do.
Do you know when it's airing? So when can the viewers see it? Do you know when it's supposed to air?
No, you know what? I'll make sure I tag you when it does, man. But it's so many cool things, man, I'm working on right now. And I'm just one thing at a time, man. Knocking one thing at a time out the park, man. And it works for me.
All right.
It works for me, man. And I'm gonna keep you up.
Oh, we lost your audio.
That's brewing. I want to hear what you're working on too, Dave. I know you got some things up your sleeve. So this is
I'll have to get you up to Quinnipiac. I'll get you up to Quinnipiac when you're up in New York again or something like that. So you can come to my class.
Yeah.
You got to keep it clean though.
Yeah, we are. Hey man, I miss Media Day, man. I miss being, every year I'm there, man. For the past 6 years I've been out there, man. And we'll get back to it, man. And we'll be back dancing on that floor again, man, soon. So we're gonna let this season be what it is. It's gonna be a great game regardless, man. And everybody on that field is gonna stay safe. And we're gonna get out of this with, who knows, man. We're gonna see what happens with this KC team. We're gonna see what happens. The one thing I was thinking about was this: each team, two of the worst teams in the NFL, their running backs went to each team.
Yeah.
Fournette from the Jaguars went to the Bucks, and our guy, went from the Jets. Man, how is this possible?
Bell might win a Super Bowl out of all this, huh?
Le'Veon and Fournette end up in the Super Bowl from two of the worst teams in the NBA in the NFL. Isn't that crazy? Hey man, that's what I'm saying, man. That's part. See, it's a crazy journey. Who knew? Who knew that would happen?
we've had a crazy journey here, some of our goofiness, and I
Push
thank
up.
you
How about
so
the
much.
push-ups?
Yeah, we'll do some push-ups again, man. We had the crowd going that day. JB, thanks for your time. If you don't mind, call Larry David after this because they've never had a handicap guy on curb, and I think we could do some cool stuff too. So
We had Wendy. We had Wendy. Wendy wheelchair on the show.
She-
Remember?
that doesn't count. You know. All right, my man. Stay safe. Stay good. Let me know
I
when
love
we
you,
have
man.
to promote anything. If you get
Yeah.
any of your freebies or any of that stuff, send some of that liquor my way. You know.
Dave, I got you, man. You know I got you. Whatever you need, I got you, buddy. We are gonna make this world better, man. We're gonna keep it moving. And anytime you need me, as always, hit me up, bruh. And we'll
All
talk,
right.
man. Real talk.
Keep making the world smile, my friend, and we'll see you when we can see each other. All right, my man?
Hey, I see you when I see you, Dave.
Okay. I love you, JB. Thank you,
Love you,
brother.
man.
All right. Take care.
All right.
All right. JB Smoove coming to here. That was long. He had a lot of time, but I appreciate it. So this is Dave Stevens from Radio Row. What a day. What a day, man. I've been sitting here nonstop. Chris Long, Drew Bledsoe, and the shout out to the Mighty Quinn for the blood drive. I mean, I'm forgetting all the people we had today, but wow, what a day. And have David Keckner and JB Smoove at the same time. Wow. That's what we can do. That's the power of Ability Media and the Disability Channel, Ali Plus TV. I'm excited to be a part of all those. So let me do a little homework right now and get some of the bills paid. Don't forget, follow us on the Disability Channel and all social media at www.disabilitychannel.ca. Jay Stoyan and the group up there putting together job opportunities with Anna Marie Blivens. Man, make sure you do that because there really is opportunities with the Disability Channel for jobs and things like that. Don't forget, abilitymedia.com, part of Quinnipiac's new initiative, which is why they brought me on board, this little guy that's been in TV for a while. We're going to teach, we're going to instruct, we're going to motivate, we're going to inspire. We're going to help kids that want to be in TV, that have disabilities that you can see and that you can't see, really start to make a difference in television. So, and of course, for us old people out there, Ali Plus TV. Mike Boysenot and the guys from ESPN that used to be there have started this amazing network for people my age. Well, I just turned 55, but anybody over, I'm going to be hosting Boomer Connection and all these other amazing products that you can see on Ali Plus TV. So that's me. I'm going to wrap up a very long day. My girlfriend and I are going to go head out and have some dinner. So hopefully you guys will enjoy your night. I'll be back tomorrow. I am Dave Stevens. It's been great to be here on Radio Row, one of the best years ever, even though nobody's here. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for your support. All of you guys, have a great night and make sure you do something nice for somebody tomorrow. We'll see you later. Good night.